To prime, like always, using my Nip and Fab Sheer Makeup Fix all over my face. Then I'm going in with the tiniest amount of the Maybelline Baby Skin, only putting that where I have issues with my pores, because I feel like if you use too much of this, it can kind of start to feel heavy on the skin. So then, because I wanted a little bit more of a flawless coverage, even though my skin's not horribly broken out, here I am using my CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation and just pouncing that all over my face with my Beauty Blender. I'm going in with this L'Oreal True Match Concealer because I'm out of my Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer, and I'm really just going to apply this in the same way I would the Rimmel Concealer, just to start highlighting the center of my face. Once I have that concealer placed where I want it, I'm just going to blend it out with my Beauty Blender, using the same side that I used to blend out my foundation. Then I'm going in with MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15, and this is actually only one shade lighter than my skin tone. I know it looks a lot lighter on camera than it actually is, but once I blend it out, it really doesn't look as light as it is. And I'm just kind of blending that around with my finger first. So as you can see, I also used the excess product that the Pro Longwear pump tends to pump out to highlight the center of my face. And I'm just using the pointed end of the Beauty Blender to blend all of that out and make sure it blends in seamlessly. Then to set my under eyes, as always, I am using my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I also used this to set the areas of my face that I applied the Pro Longwear Concealer. To set the rest of my face, I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Powder. I am madly in love with this stuff. And then I also went ahead and contoured off camera, and I used my Hoola Bronzer, and I did my brows with the Urban Decay Brow Box and the Gimme Brow. Now onto the eyes, I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, like always. First, I'm going to pick up this shade from Gabby Cosmetics, and I think it's called Dune, or maybe Sand Dune, I'm not really sure, but I'm just applying that in my crease kind of messily, not really worrying about what it looks like at the moment. This is kind of going to be a transition color for the rest of the makeup. Then I'm going to dip into my Naked 2 palette and pick up the color Tease, which is kind of a matte purpley taupe. And on the same brush, I'm going to apply that in my crease, more focusing this color in the crease and being a little more precise with where I am applying it. Then I'm still in my Naked 2 palette, and I'm taking the shade Chopper, which is a coppery orange color, and using the opposite side of the brush, I am packing that on my lid, because this shade does have a lot of fallout because it does have glitter in it. So you want to pack this on your lid rather than sweep it across your lid. So I am making sure to keep this color only on my lid and make sure that it stays below my crease, because for this look I didn't want any shimmeriness going on in my crease. Then still in Chopper, I'm taking it on the same brush and applying it on my lower lash line. And I'm kind of leaving my inner corner blank a little bit to apply another color there later. Then I am dipping into the shade Snakebite, and I'm going to apply that to the outer half of my lash line, stopping about midpoint of the eye. I don't want to bring it in any farther than that because I'm trying to keep the eyes open. Then just flipping my brush over, I'm going back into Snakebite and I'm going to apply that in my crease. And I'm mainly going to focus that color on the outer half of the crease just to darken that outer V area. I am sweeping it inward though, just to kind of darken the whole crease a little bit more. Then on a more fluffy blending brush, I'm dipping back into that first shade that we used, and I'm applying that just above where I have applied Snakebite, and I'm just blending out any harsh edges that there might be. Going back into my Naked 2 palette, which I have just seemed to be using this whole tutorial, I'm picking up the shade Hustle on a Real Techniques shading brush, and I am applying that to the outer V area of the eye, just to darken up that outer corner a little bit more. And I only blend this about halfway in. Then switching to a more dense kind of packing brush, I am going back into Hustle, and I am really just kind of dusting this through my lashes, and whatever gets on my lid gets on my lid, kind of creating a smoky eyeliner effect. Then ever so lightly I dip into Blackout and do the same thing, really just focusing this on my lashes. I'm really just kind of rubbing the brush in my lashes to make sure that it looks soft and smoky and kind of smudgy, but I didn't really want to use eyeliner because I feel like using an eyeshadow to achieve this look is much subtler and softer. Then, because I still want my eyes to look open and awake, I am lining them with my Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof pencil in Nude. Then going in with my Mary Luminizer from the Balm, I'm just using I don't know what brush this is exactly, but it's a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just applying that to the inner corners. This color really is just bright and helps really open up the eyes. I also apply that under my brow bone, but let me tell you, I have like no product on the brush when I'm applying that under my brow bone. So then I just switched my brush to my Real Techniques Duo Fiber Contour brush, and I apparently forgot to apply my highlight and my blush when I was doing my face earlier, so I'm just going back to that now. And I'm just applying this on the high points of the face, so the cheekbones, the center of the forehead, bridge of the nose, center of the chin, and then lastly onto the Cupid's bow. And I apply it on my Cupid's bow with my finger just because I'm weird, and then I blend it off or wipe off the excess with my brush and just really blend that out. Now it's time to curl the lashes and put mascara on. And so for mascara today, first I'm going to apply the Jordana Best Volume Extreme, both to top and bottom lashes, just one generous coat. Then I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Exact Eyelights in the shade Blue Sapphire, which is for blue eyes, and then just before that Jordana mascara has time to dry, I am applying another generous coat of that over top to both top and bottom lashes again. First for blush, I am going to use the Benefit Rockateur. I love this blush so much. I use this pretty much every day in conjunction with another blush. And the other blush I'm going to be using is the one that I actually got in my Ipsy bag this last month, and it is from City Color, and it's actually a matte blush in the shade Fresh Melon. And it's definitely a peachy kind of melon color. I should have showed you guys. I don't know why I didn't. And I'm mainly going to focus that on the front portion of my cheeks. So starting at the apples and blending back a little bit. Then I went a little crazy with my blush, so I'm blending that all out with a powder brush. Then, just to give a little bit of glow to the cheeks, I'm using this Revlon shimmer brick kind of thing. And using the pink shades in it, I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks just for a little bit of a glow. And I set my face with my Kat Von D Lock and Load setting spray. Then first I'm going to apply this e.l.f. Lip Lock pencil. It's kind of like a primer, but it's an anti-feathering thing as well. I am madly in love with this. It is definitely worth the $1 or $3 that I spent for it. Then I'm going in with MAC's Pret a Pretty lipstick. This is one of my favorite nude lipsticks that I have. I don't wear it all that often, but it's definitely a favorite. I'm not sure of the finish. I just know it's in different packaging than their regular lipsticks. But this is just a very peachy nude color. It's very light, so I don't feel like I can wear it all the time, but I very much love this color. So as you can see, this lipstick is very light, and I kind of look almost dead wearing it. So I'm going to apply NYX's Butter Gloss in Vanilla Cream Pie over top, just to make the lips a little bit more pink and not so I kind of look sickly. It may not look like that to you, but it looks like that to me, so I needed to apply something with a little bit more of a pink tone to it. It's still a nude lip, but it's a little bit more pink. And with that, that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.